Grab your pots and pans, it's time to cook. Don't forget the spatula.
Who are not wealthy don't understand this. There's a $1 million millionaire, there's a $5 million millionaire, $10 million, make up numbers, $50 million millionaire, $100 million, $500 million millionaire, billionaire, $100 billion billionaire. Those are very different levels of wealth. If someone has $1 million in the bank or in their portfolio, their index fund, they have to keep working. They can't stop working. If they put that all into cash, and right now in the money market, and they got 5% interest on it, that happens now. I think I have to pay, capital gains on that. I'm not sure if it's income or capital gains. So they're going to come out with $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year on their $1 million. They're not financially secure, so to say. They still have to work. Someone has $5 million in the bank, then as long as they don't do anything reckless or irresponsible with the money, they're pretty much financially secure.
Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. Another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. Before I get started into this segment, how y'all feeling today? Drop an emoji. Let me know what's going on in y'all daily lives. Let's engage in the comment area, right? Let's engage. Talk to one another. Check up on each other. See what's going on. This right here was a financial update. And I like to sneak this into the channel because I know people think making money is boring and X, Y, Z, but you got to get bored with the whole process, right? You must get bored with the whole process. So I'm saying it all to say, $1 million to me is broke. $2 million to me is broke. I actually agree with this message. These were Jewish men congregating about finances. We all know that the Jews run most of the business realm, so I'm going to listen to what they have to say because they've been playing this game for a long time. Now, when you think about capital gain, I believe, what's his name? Mr. Dunlap, the Panda stock trader, right? He said the same thing. He went viral, stating that $1 million ain't no money. And I agree. I don't think it is. Because when you chop it up, and you really analyze it, and you really do the equation of inflation and or taxes or capital gain, what's that, 30, 40%? So let's just say it's 40%, right? Depending on your state. Let's just say it's 40%. We're just going to go with the base average. 40%, $1 million, 40%, what's that, $400,000 gone? So are you then a millionaire? No, you would just have 600,000, right? And I don't understand the concept of people retiring. Like, what is that? What is that? That has to be just made in America or something. Because I don't believe a man should retire. I think when you retire and you don't do anything with your life after that, that's when you expire. You actually increase your chances of leaving this realm, right? You have to work at it, keep working at it, and work some more because money is finite. What's enough for you may not be enough for somebody else. If you want to take care of family, make sure that you have generational wealth that leads beyond your lifetime, then you have to keep at it. So I like the fact that he mentioned that, hey, being a millionaire is not enough. Even if you have 1, 2, or 3, the golden number is about 5 million. But that's subjective because I have a council member that tells me if you really want to impact this world, it's going to take $100 million to really leave a stain on this planet. And I never got that outside my head because I said, that's about right. He asked me what I wanted to do, my aspirations, my business plan. And I said, yeah, that kind of makes sense. It does. Now, some people will panic when they see $100 million. How am I going to get it? There's a million ways to get it. There's a million ways. And doing it the right way, to me, is the best way. Now, doing things the right way, you're going to, of course, have some obstacles you have to go through, some hurdles, right? But that's part of the game. In this life, in this world, I know you're always going to have problems, no matter what level, what tier you're at. Different tiers, different problems. The higher up you get, the more problems you have. The lower down you get, the more problems you have. So what I'm saying is that you can't avoid the problems because that's what actually paint this experience to be the experience. So I tell people, hey, my advice is don't run away from your problem, run towards it. Because the thing you're running away from, you're really running away from yourself if we want to get technical on this whole everything is one consciousness. We can go deep. We can get to swimming if you want. So you're really running from yourself. So at the end of the day, I thought this was a good video because it brought things into perspective, right? Just like Kevin Samuel said, and I would never forget this. May the forces bless his soul. I'm sure he's somewhere great, but may the forces bless his soul because he left a lot of information behind, right? Educational information, something of value. I know it's of value because now I'm telling you guys the same thing. What he said was each person needs to have roughly 1.8, let's just say 2, right? $2 million in order to make it in this world. Each person, meaning that even when you get older, health expenses skyrockets. That's the main part of getting older, those medical bills, surgeries, anything along that nature, right? Saying it all to say, I support Kevin Samuel's message because it made sense to me. I said, that's about right. When I did the math, I said, yep, that's about right. When I did how money devalues itself over X amount of time and what's the real, some people say they give you 5% returns on your money, 10% returns on your money. I looked at the real number. 10% is not enough. This is wild. You got to think about money devaluating, right? Debasing your dollar. So yesterday dollar isn't worth more. But 10 years ago, the same dollar that you have isn't worth the same value. So your money had been debased. So that's part of the equation, the debasing of the money, right? Then you have inflation, right? Then you have, CPIs and all of those other things. So the magic number is you have to make sure that you make at least annually, if you want to be above average, not the water being right here by your nose. You're damn near drowning at a 10% return because you're not beating 17%. The magic number is 17% ROI. Because once you beat that, you beat inflation. You beat everything else, and you're allowed to keep some money in your pocket. Right? Keep some money in your pocket, and or I'll say keep some money to reinvest into whatever your purpose is. Whatever your purpose is, that's what you need to reinvest into. Right? So I simply look at it like that. So 17%, you're going to need a little bit more. That's my dog in the background just in case. It's okay, buddy. That's just the fire, the ambulance. When they hear the ambulance, it's like they do the same thing. But let me get back on topic. So it's about 17%. So you have to beat a 17% ROI, or else you will be still in the deep end wondering why you can't go anywhere. It has to be above a 17%. So when I heard these people congregating, I said, I have to let the world know this because this is how I think. All of this 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. No. Yesterday's price is not today's price. It can't be that way. So to me, this was a great lesson. This was valuable to me. Let me know what you guys think about it. How you planning on protecting, guiding, and providing for your family and your lineage and your legacy. And 1 million ain't no money. 2 million ain't no money. 3 million ain't no money. Starting off at 5, okay, we starting somewhere. And I agree with that message. Anything less than that, it's a waste of your time. That's just my point of view. But let me know what you think. I really want to know what you think. On that note, peace, blessings, and love. Don't forget to smash that like button. If I add value on you today, tell a friend and tell a friend, look, it's the beginning. This is not the end. It's never too late. Let's get started today. On that note, peace, blessings, and love. I'm out.